Hey people, Intrid here, 3v3, Katrin Purification Plant, blue team. Alregard is a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee the Black Legion here. Alongside some Eldar, it's Goat with a Farseer support hero fighting in melee, some powerful buffs and control. Rounding off this team, Frank the Tank with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support. Red team, couple of Tech Marines. We have Doomfrog, which I like, and Xeno. These guys fight in ranged combat by default, put out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Doomfrog rocking some Ultra Marines. Are they the fancy fellas? No, they're not. And rounding off the teams, YZ or YZ with a Hive Tyrant, a very durable hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful support and disruption. Begins in melee with a basic Synapse. I shall call you Reyes. On the east side against the Chaos Lord, the two heavyweights clashing over there. Space Marines versus Eldar west and mid. Lots of pew pew. Warlock gets the cap done, took some damage, Destructor flies out. Seems to have done some work as well. Banshees are on them with those power melee weapons. They don't like it, they're running. And no shotguns for the scouts quite yet. They are getting them though. They're trying to hold on for them. There's the blast. It's a good hit. Banshees need to run. Took a little bit of unnecessary damage, but I don't think they're going to take an unnecessary loss. Banshees get away. Farseer is now poking at the Tech Marine with a sword. What do they call Eldar swords? Are they just all Witchblades? Maybe they're just all Witchblades. Guardian weapon team on the way for Goats. Eldar starting strongly. Space Marines tend to start a little bit slowly in the very first engagements because they only have the Marines and the Scouts. And if there's melee coming at you, you need those shotguns or you can't do much. Doomfrog with double tactical Marines now. Pew pew from the Eldar in heavy cover, Tech Marines only in light cover. And there is quite a substantial difference between them, I believe. Kills that fella though. Can't remember what the exact numbers are. Kicking off on the east side. CSM dropped to model. Heretics in big trouble here. There's the Doom Blast though, just as those Hormagaunts ran in. Can't suppress the Hive Tyrant, but you can damage him with that Doom Blast. Won't do a whole lot. He did go down. Termagant's got the last hit with the Toxin Sacks. Easily replaced though. Some unupgraded Heretics died. Not a big deal for Alregard. Chaos Lord's leaving though. What's he leaving for? Could have just fought some Termagants. I think he's going for his Combi Flamer. Trying to run back to some Heretic support west side. Red team back in here. Mastercrafted Bolter on the field for the Tech Marine. A Shuriken Cannon for each player now on this side, and Rangers up for Goats. Where are the heroes though? Farseer's coming back to the west side. Warlock's off the field back at base right now. There's that suppression. Can't get close enough to use the high-powered shot and suppress them. And the Eldar with the Banshees here and a Farseer can flank around. She can throw the guide on the Banshees as well. They're probably going to get high-powered shotted though if they try to approach. These guys don't have shotguns. Assault Squad on the way for Xeno. These guys do have shotguns. There we go. Might be able to get them both if they time it right. Or just not do it at all. There's the War Shout. What are you waiting for, fellas? Is it on cooldown? It must be on cooldown. There it is. Very delayed shotgun blast, but they got it done. They did drop a Marine though. Is that Fortune? I think that's Fortune from the Armor of Fortune to help out those Banshees. 30% for 15 seconds damage reduction, not bad. Destructor. Not sure why they pushed that hard there, Goats. I think flanking around onto the Tech Marine that was on the western edge would have been better. And it's like stayed in play on the western VP a bit. Coming back at it are the red team. Now they have an Assault Squad to get on those Shurikens and initiate these fights. Merciless Switchblade might meet them. Didn't even need to jump. Just running into the Shuriken there. Rangers getting shots. Tactical Marines are very low. There's a jump onto the Rangers and the Shuriken. Another Shuriken sets up. They can jump again quite quickly. They only need 55 energy for their jump. There's the War Shout. But they got high-powered shotted just as they did it, I think. So couldn't quite get the suppression. In on the Assault Squad though, with those power weapons. With Ranger support, it's a dicey fight though. Shotguns are here. Tech Marine was being tied up by the Warlock, which helped the Banshees a lot there. And they judged it well. Assault Squad went for the jump, which I don't think was a great idea. They do get away with it. If those Guardians had a grenade or something, that could have been really bad. Red team battled their way back to the VP. What's going on east side? Looks like YZ just had a big push against Al Regard, has now been forced off a bit. Got Eternal War CSM, we've got Grenade Launcher Heretics. We've got Aspiring Champion Heretics, and of course that Combi Flamer. Back to the west side though. Banshees chase off the Tech Marine. Farseer's here. Not sure if she's already used something. Maybe both her things actually. There's a special. Doing a lot here to Farseer. She could have stayed in play a little bit longer there. Just held things up. Those tacks, what were they up to? They don't have a flamer. Are they trying to decap that wreck point maybe? Maybe. Shuriken setting up again. Uh-oh, grenade. That might wipe them, and it does wipe them. Nicely done. Who was that? Who's the purple player? It's Xeno. Ravener Brood on the way for YZ. Warrior Brood in their default melee state. There's a bunch of fire from the Immolate. They fully bash power here, YZ. Maybe a little bit more onto that central VP. Oh, that was the contested power, dumbass. Not sure if they fully bashed this. It has taken some damage. Sneaky Guardians get decap. West side is red. Some Marines dying over here, though. Banshees flee. Thought they were going to try and decap there, but maybe not with the Tech Marine around and that high-powered shot. Just got the Warlock with it. Point blank range. Does it not have minimum range, that thing? It might not have it. That Warlock was very close. We might see double Signum armor so they can mark target something, focus it down, mark target something else, focus it down. Lots of pressure now from Al Regard. Can YZ break out? There's a Psychic Scream. Hit everything with it. Great time to use it. Warrior Brood in amongst those guys with those power melee weapons they have. Doom Blast. Warrior's getting low. Can they get a kill? Couldn't quite get one of those Synapse bombs to go off. A little bit lucky there, maybe. They still would have been forced off, though. Can get onto that power, maybe. I hear Banshees yelling on the west side. They have the aspect of fleetness. Destructor on retreating things. Maybe should have saved it. Shotgun blast. There's the Fortune. But they had to run. Yeah, it might have been better to back off there and wait for the other Banshees to come in, but it's tough for melee units to just back off. They're going to take a bunch of shots as they do it. So generally, players just like run them in, do what they can. Ghost Helm is up for the Farseer. It's a good jump. Almost kills the Shuriken. Good grenade as well, just as the Banshees came in. Another great grenade from Xeno. Blood Crusher on the way for Al Regard. We have Wraithguard up for Goats. There is a webway here. Is there another one? I don't think so. Rangers getting torn up by Bolt of Fire now. Tier 2 for Doomfrog and a Plasma Cannon on the way to the west side. Yep. Farseer now has her Singing Spear, a heavy melee weapon. And remember, she can use her buffs on herself. Make herself quite a fierce combatant. She's getting quite low here, though. Barely gets away. Warlock's in there with the Witchblade of Kurnus. Plasma Cannon seems unsure about setting up. There's a grenade. It's a good one. Kills one of those Plasma Cannon fellas. Eldar mixing it up as much as they can, going toe-to-toe. Often a bad idea to go toe-to-toe with Space Marines. They're so good at digging in and fighting. Mark of Khorne, Chaos Space Marines for Al Regard. With those power melee chain axes. Cleaving through some Warrior Brood. We've seen this immolate a lot from this Chaos Lord. You don't often see the Chaos Lord use it this much in a fight. Doing some work. And they kill the Warrior Brood. 6 hit points. You're not shooting at the right thing, Mr. Chaos Lord. Another burst. There it is. And they get it done. Nice. Mark of Khorne CSM at level 2. Going for some power bashing now. I hear Banshees yelling over here. Fortune up on them nice and early. Stern Guard got a little bit too close. We saw the Mind War do its thing as well. This Tech Marine's in a really bad place. Completely forgotten about by Xeno, I think. He was trying to tie up those Wraith Guards so they can't fire those Wraith Cannons. Got to be careful of friendly fire when they've got double allied Banshees running in. Might get some friendly fire from the Wraith Cannons. I heard some Banshees yelling again. Here's that Blood Crusher. Going to meet a Tyrant Guard in combat. Was it called in or purchased? Not sure if it was produced from the HQ or called in by the Hive Tyrant. Reyes, now level 3. It's got the extended carapace for some charging action. The Tyrant Guard does have heavy melee. Nothing else here can really touch the Blood Crusher though. This thing has vehicle armor. The Tyrant Guard has super heavy infantry armor. Got tons of hit points. Does it have melee resist, the Tyrant Guard? I should bloody hope so. It must have melee resist. 486 to 337. Doing the right thing and not shooting where the Banshees are. They didn't quite get the node down though. Still has a slither. It has 1 hit point. Need to finish it off, fellas. There we go. Wraith Guard just turning Tactical Marines into small pieces of Tactical Marines there. That was a very ballsy run from those guys to try and tie them up in melee. Nicely done by Goat there, being patient with the Farseer. Wasn't just throwing her into the power bash or something. Timed her run and got some knockbacks and stuff. Here's a Dreadnought from Xeno. Jump from the assault squad. They do have their sergeant, so they can do that awesome merciless strike. There it is. Banshees dodged it really well. Really well. And that was Mind War on them too. Grenade. Misses. Banshees actually trying to fight the Dreadnought. Yeah, it's not going to end well, ladies. Emperor's Fist has got them out of there. Right Lance on the way. It's not going to be here in time though. Need to run away, fellas. Right Lance is in. Oh, some friendly fire from the Plasma Cannon. Can he finish off? Not quite. Right Lance survives. Fortune up on herself just to escape. The Farseer does get away. But the Space Marines have broken through on the east side. 486 to 285, 2 to 1 for blue. They've been strong on that east side though. Sorry, the west side, the Eldar. Hive Tyrant just charged in, then popped his Psychic Scream, and now he's ready to roll with Crushing Claws. What do you go after though? There's a Dreadnought there and a Blood Crusher, and it's a melee Dreadnought too. Bad news. Tyrant Guard goes after the Blood Crusher. Seems to be trading very well. There's so much hit points. Might be able to finish off the Blood Crusher. Actually can't scare it off either. Almost got it. Still trying to. Dreadnought's there. Assault Squad are trying to jump after it just to do some regular melee attacks. Might be enough damage. 23 health on this guy. But suddenly Eldar happened. Yep, some friendly fire in there. But they're alright. Assault Squad getting minced as they retreat. Tyrant Guard is still here. I think Reyes had to run away, right? Oh, here he is. West side. Eldar come back to reclaim it. Done a really good job on the west side so far, the Eldar players. There's the leap. Good old leap. There is talk of removing the Warlock's leap in, I don't know if it's going to be the next update or a future update or what, but there is some serious talk of it at the moment, I believe. I'm going to be sad to see it go. As annoying as it is to fight against, I do like the little things that make the heroes unique, you know? Little traits that they can have. Terminator's on the field now for Doomthrob. Stone Guard veterans on the field for Xeno. Maybe they can tie his leap to an upgrade or something. Or make it, maybe they can even make it an activated ability that has cooldown and stuff. Costs energy. They're going to get a Dreadnought. Stone Guard with their Vengeance rounds, and the Dreadnought was there, and so was the Crushing Claws Hive Tyrant. Those Wraith Cannons will damage everything. That's why the Dreadnought backed the hell off. Oh, we got a second Warrior Brood for YZ. Avatar of Cain on the field for Frank the Tank. His attack animation was so slow he couldn't actually hit those guys. There we go. Caught them again. Smack. Very powerful in combat. This guy also provides some fantastic passive bonuses to nearby units in an aura. Only infantry units, I believe. Wailing Doom. Gets one of them. Certainly wailed some doom on that fella. Tactical Marines in trouble. Banshees running at you, ladies. Bad it. No? Eventually getting out of there? They were just mad that I called them ladies. They did get away though. Stern Guard using their Hellfire acid rounds against those Banshees there for some damage over time action. Not sure why these guys are infiltrated. Oh, probably hollow fields. Cyclone missile launcher. Before they even see a vehicle, they're going for it. It's a really good upgrade, but maybe could have spent the resources elsewhere at this time. Can do this, can do some disruption. Banshees on them. Can't suppress the Terminators, but they can mess with the Tech Marine, who's gone for a melter gun right now. 458 to 238. Looks like maybe YZ and Al Regard have transitioned to a mid-fight. We'll go and look at that in a second. Big push from the Eldar here. Aggressively pushing against these Space Marines whenever they try to approach the VP. Trying to catch them as they move rather than letting them set up, you know. Emperor's Fist does some good work. Wraith Guard having to retreat. I don't think these guys needed to retreat. Not sure what that was about. Might have been a misclick. Meanwhile, Chaos Lord got some Lightning Claws and will die. Crushing Claw, Hive Tyrant goes for it. Reyes at level what now? Level 3 still. Crushing Claws doing some work here. There's that Demonic Roar again. Makes Reyes run away. Doesn't make the Tyrant Guard run away though. This Blood Crusher has been pretty amazing actually. Still level 1 only. And Regard is down to only 3 units. They do have quite a lot of resources. Not a lot of power though. Hey, Seer Council from Frank the Tank. Bunch of Warlocks jumping around basically with power melee Witchblades. Don't want to fight a Dreadnought really, but if you're infantry you need to watch out for these guys. We do have a D cannon from Goats. Not sure where it is now, it's back at base I think. Seer Council is still trying to fight this thing, which was weird. Avatar's been slowed down by the Melter Bomb. Might go down here if they're willing to chase. Not sure if they are. Banshees are yelling. Who's yelling? It's you, I think. They've isolated the Tech Marine, knocked him over. He might be dead now. Banshees are taking a lot of damage. Another knockdown. There we go. Knockdowns win melee fights. Al Regard down to 2 units. Avatar of Cain on the way for Goat. The other one has made it away from danger. Look at this. YZ marches on through, stomps on through, and gets the VP. Chaos Terminator's now up for Al Regard. Might see some Lightning Claws, and then YZ can respond to that with a Thornback Carnifex or something. Or just the Carnifex with something else. Guardians go for the VP, but they are suddenly in a very, very bad place. Poor fellas. Just trying to get something done in life. D cannon going to the west side, I imagine. Yep, and a Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Doomfrog. There's that second Avatar. Land Raider against double Eldar. Might see some Eldritch Storm action. Frank the Tank can drop one already. 434 to 184. What kind of range damage does the Singing Spear give you? Does it tell me? Not a lot. 11-ish DPS. Down goes the Warlock. That is a singularity there. It's going to pull the scouts off the cap and do a whole bunch of damage. Almost wiped them out. Evenly spread though. Might be able to get it done with some ranged pew-pew. Maybe. They do. The D cannon actually shot there as well, so it might have helped with that damage over time attack it has. Carnifex on the way for YZ indeed. What did you get for the Terminators? Nothing yet for these Terminators. Might be going for a tank first. Tyrant Guard gets a good special. Is now going to take so much damage so quickly. Oh, charges out. Good grenade, good shotgun blast. Grenade misses. Wraith Guard get their Wraith Bone. So they can heal themselves. It does disable them, but it's a powerful heal. Missile launcher causing some havoc. The Dreadnought's still around, which I'm quite enjoying. Good tool to use against the Seer Council and the Banshees. that are still running around. Both Banshee squads still available for chopping. Both level 3 as well. Wailing Doom. Decent chunk of damage to the Dreadnought. Double avatars on this guy now. Is the Land Raider is pushing up really far. The Dreadnought barely got out of there. The Wraith Guard doing some really good damage to that Land Raider, you know. Did they have Guide on them? They had Fortune on them. Don't know if they had Guide at some point. Venerable Dreadnought, please. Yes, from from Xeno. Instant special attack. This guy is unique to the Tech Marine. Tons of hit points and can also charge, as well as having just higher base damage, I believe. Still chasing the Land Raider. That's an Eldritch. Nicely timed. Or was it? It only took one bolt. That has stunned it, but it only took one of those bolts. It wasn't quite perfectly timed. 4-3-4 to 1-4-6, 2-1 for the blue team still. What's going on the east side? Looks like YZ is pushing against the natural VP. Xeno's got 2 Dreadnoughts on the field. He's already my favourite player. One of them's a Venerable too. That's the first Ethereal Slash that I remember seeing. He's also got Providence and Falchu's Wing for the Enhance. Good to use on the Wraith Guard. Good on anything really, but I think especially good on the Wraith Guard. Here comes a Carnifex charging through from YZ. They did indeed go for the Thornback. That's a bad fight to take, ladies, and the Seer Council there. 2 Dreadnoughts and a Carnifex in your face. Fire Prism trying to get shots in. This is Frank the Tanks. Alregard's got some Bloodletters. Something just died in Goat's army. Some Guardians, I think. Not sure what they were. Avatar, what are you up to, buddy? Why are you using Wrath of Cain against these things? Doesn't help you. Is that friendly fire from the Cyclone Missile Launcher? I think that was some friendly fire there, you know. Not something you see very often, that thing hitting friendly fire. It's an auto cannon Chaos Terminator time for Alregard, trying to get onto this VP. After YZ went to support the west side. Reyes wants an extended carapace back. He's got the bonded exoskeleton at the moment. Couldn't quite get onto the VP, and I don't think they can stand against this. There's a Psychic Scream as well. Terminators will be tied up by the Carnifex. Chaos Lord goes after the Warriors, so do the CSM. Bloodletter's getting messed up though. Got Crippling Poisoned, and the Tyrant Guard is there. They're having to warp out to try and get away. Carnifex still on those Terminators, might kill a model soon. Staying in this fight is Alregard. Needs to get away, I think, yeah. Terminators teleport back to the west side. The Land Raider remains, so do the 2 Dreadnoughts. Oh, as soon as I say that, shots go in. Level 3. Runner formation. Big damage and knockback on those towers. They also provide powerful synapse bonuses for nearby Tyranids. Tyranids coming streaming in from the mid. Looks like the red team are going to take back this VP, I think. Bunch of repairs going on. Good time to pop Blessing of the Omnissiah, I think. Get those things back up. There's that Ethereal Slash. Didn't do a whole lot though. Reyes was not fussed about it, nor was his Tyrant Guard. What is this? Ravena Brood being weirdos. They have their Enhanced Muscle Coil melee upgrade, which probably means, oh no, these guys are not melee Synapse. They have their Thorax Swarm. 431 to 89. Land Raider blowing stuff up as it moves through. Red team now trying to stabilize their VP, and they have the tools to do it. A Land Raider, for example. Bunch of Marines, Terminators, Venerable Dreadnought, scary Tyranid monsters. What more do you want in life? Predator tank now on the way for Doom Frog. The most metal frog around. Vanguard veterans jumping in. There's a bunch of stuff there though to counter-initiate, and they fled. I think that was all infiltrated. 409 to 89. Land Raiders pushing up quite far again. Confident they can keep it alive, I guess. That's a singularity. Quite well placed as well. Vanguard being popped around by the fire prism. What's the Chaos Lord up to in there? Going after some Raveners, I think. Healing on hit from the Icon of Horn. Another Dreadnought joining the fray in the background there. Love it. Carnifex looks so happy when he finds something to go after. He does that little jog, that little melee charge. Red team being aggressive here. Swarm Lord on the way for YZ. 380 to 89. Land Raider being very ballsy. Look at this thing. Don't overextend, says Xeno. Good advice. 2 avatars there, Wraithguard there. Where are the Eldritch Storms, Frank the Tank? 2 red away from it. Might not even need it here. Might not even need it. A couple of swings from those avatars and there's not much they can do to stop it. Might be enough. There's one. There's another. And it was enough. Overextended there by Doomfrog. They can get another one up though, I think. Yeah, they can just buy another one now. And I think they should. Be a bit more careful with it, fella. Couldn't control it anymore, says Doomfrog. Haven't heard that happen with the Land Raider, but you never know. 329 to 89. Cyclone on a fire prism. Wow, almost one-shot it. The tank might be able to get it done. I don't think it quite has the range to shoot again. Fire prism needs to keep on moving. Couldn't get it done. It is indeed another Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Doomfrog. Banshees are yelling. Where are they yelling? Here? They're fighting a Hive Tyrant there. Fighting a Swarm Lord there. It's not a good fight. Banshees need to run. Are they charged? YZ charged to get them off the cap there. Now they definitely need to run. I think they've forgotten about them goats. Or they're just letting them die for some population. I'm not sure. Avatar goes down. Venerable Dreadnought in amongst the D-Cannon. D-Cannon has been pretty strong so far. And then charges away. Right Lance does get a few shots in though. But I don't think they're angled right to shoot that tank. Just doing... It hit every shot there from its las cannons, I think. Big fight again. Leech Essence from the Swarm Lord draining health. In amongst some Bloodletters. Eldritch in the background. That was a very juicy target, but they saw it. The Dreadnought gets away, the Venerable gets away. Can't quite get the blue team to quit. I don't think they've got like a full retreat for a while. Oops, but they are keeping them back. Give me the UI. There we go. 292 to 89. More Sea Council, this time from Goats. Do they have an Eldritch? They do. Frank the Tank has enough for an Eldritch Storm. Pretty good Wailing Doom there. Can kill these Vanguard maybe. They can. Vanguard down. Carnifex finds itself in a bad place all of a sudden. Can happen so quickly, especially when you don't quite know what's in the fog of war. And you've got to be careful, but there comes a time where you've got to commit something, you know. 281 to 89. Massive fight here on the west side. The terrain is absolutely destroyed. Using the bonded X-Skeleton to try and cap there is Reyes. Avatar wasting swings on him while his shield is up. That's a Cyclone Scream with the sword. Land Raider again, pushing up quite a lot. Avatar is going to go down. Cyclone Missile Launcher might have got the last hit there, not sure. Sea Council forced Reyes off and he did not activate the Land Raider, so did not retreat back to it. Do they have any D-Cannons left? They do. They have a D-Cannon from Goats. Where's the other Chaos Spread from Xeno? It's here. It's defending the VP at the moment. Bloodletters went after it. Eldritch. Very strange place to use the Eldritch. Were they trying to stop the cap there? And it just came a bit too late. That was very strange. They got to use it on the Land Raider, surely. Down goes that Dreadnought. That Dreadnought did a lot of work. That might be a game-defining mistake using that Eldritch when they did. 228 to 89. Down goes the Chaos Predator. Down goes the Loyalist Predator. Not sure what the heck the Chaos Predator was trying to do. A nuke goes in. They're trying to just get line of sight for a nuke. Forces the Land Raider forward. Bright Lance getting shots. The other one's not facing it though. There's that Frag Assault. Takes out the Bright Lance. They might be able to get it though. They might be able to get it. Farseer's there. Puts Guide on the Seer Council, I think, which is maybe not the right thing to put it on to take down the Land Raider. But I think they're going to get it. They do get it. The nuke forced it forward. Maybe it could have backed up a bit sooner. Swarmlord draining some health, but it's very low there. 212 to 89. Absolute chaos going on. Literally, it's right there. What is this? It's Raveners on the VP. That's a Singularity. Is that close enough to pull the Hive Tyrant? It is. Reyes goes for a ride. Chaos Lord's gonna die. Ouch, 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 ouch. Fire Prisms are almost level 4 as well, they don't want to lose it. Autarchs on the field. Sub-Commander for Eldar provides a nice damage resistance buff. I think it's 15%, maybe it's 10 these days. Fortune up goes up on her. She's got great mobility as well. Surprised we didn't see her fusion gun. Let's go after some vehicles. Got her power melee spear instead. Now she needs to run. Farseer tries to get the cap. Blue team are getting their natural back. Looks like something from the blue team is going for the natural VP of the red as well. I'm not sure what it is. What is it? It's Bloodlet is trying to get on it. Chopping through some termagants. That's a capillary tower. Help the Carnifex out a bit. 180 to 89. Venerable Dreadnought goes charging in. Set up to. Might go down. It killed the Bright Lance. Kills a Terminator. He's taking Fire Prism shots, but doesn't seem too bothered by it. Terminator's able to turn their autocannon on it now. But that Dreadnought did awesome work there. Melter Pistol now trying to get shots. That was actually really well judged by Xeno. If he can get away, his turn to fight now. I don't think you want to turn to fight, buddy. Can't use the charge, of course. He used the charge to get in there. Hero's dead all over this VP. Raveners again, it is Raveners again. Venerable Dreadnought does get away. Level 4, 26, 29 hit points on that guy. Great Unclean One for Alregard. Chaos Lord this time gets away. Another Land Raider Redeemer for Doomfrog. The third one they've had. Xeno could get one soon maybe if they have the population for it. They don't. I think they're 21, aren't they? 20, okay. Doesn't quite have enough pop for it. 156 to 89, they could. I imagine they don't want to throw their scouts away because they need them to repair. They could keep one scout model to repair maybe. Got some sneaky Raveners, level 3, getting some vision. There's a great Unclean One. Double cap for red. They seem to have more staying power here, red, as you'd expect from double Space Marine team. Having missile turret up too. And the Tech Marine is on the cap, level 6, with Refractor Field and that Melter Gun. This guy's still with his bolter. 121, 89. Single cap. There's the double. Gonna be a 2-to-1. Big push here from the blue team. Great Unclean One showing up this time. Can kick it off with a Singularity maybe. Stone Guard getting messed up. We'll retreat back to the Land Raider. Double Wraith Guard could do some work here, but they're going to be tied up, I think, by these monstrous creatures. Level 3 Carnifex as well. Over 2,000 hit points. Now has more health than the Swarmlord. Is the Swarmlord quicker? It feels like he moves quicker because of his animation, but I don't know if that's actually true, if he actually moves quicker than the Carnifex. Big fight here. Could be the telling fight. Mark of the monstrous creatures. Foul snare on the Hive Tyrant there, I think, which didn't seem to bother him. There's his Singularity. He did not get inside the Land Raider. It's a good one. Great Unclean One taking a ton of damage. Eldritch misses. They missed the Land Raider there. Completely. Not even one bolt, I don't think. Or did it? Did it get hit? It's not firing. I think it did get hit by one small bolt. Great Unclean One needs to leave. And it is indeed leaving. You'd think the Great Unclean One would have like more health regen than it does. But I guess it just has tons of health to begin with. Has really low health regen. 75 to 89. I guess that's what Worship is for, to be fair. Swarm Lord can tie up the Terminators. Nope, just backing away. Maybe? Undecided Tyranids. Going after the Fire Prism now. Red team are getting the VP back. Tyrannal formation. Fire Prism tries to dodge. Good driving. Is it enough though? Swarm Lord's on it. Swarm Lord gets it done. But can the Swarm Lord now get away? Maybe? It does seem quick. Is it quicker than the Carnifex though? They seem to be moving the same speed here. Oh, that's probably because of the speed synapse that the Swarm Lord has though. So maybe when it's not close to the Swarm Lord, it moves slower. Leech Essence to try and keep itself alive, but the Swarm Lord does go down. 52 to 89. It's non-stop here on the west side. Another Swarm Lord immediately on the way for YZ. Another Predator tank for Doomfrog. Avatar's not going to last long, trying to just create some space. Create something. Oh no, Friendly Fire Singularity, that was bad. Oh, Doomfrog got a sound bug apparently. That's unfortunate. I'm amazed I haven't got one yet. Neurothroat doing some paroxysm stuff. Down goes the Great Unclean One. Can the red team hold on with what's soon to be two players, I think? Eldritch Storm. And an Imperial Abyss. Holy crap. They're just standing in it. Terminators are just standing in it. Has Doomfrog dropped yet, do we think? Terminator did duck inside the Land Raider. I don't think that's something that AI does. It can take like up to a minute for you to crash from the sound bug. So he might still be there. YZ thinks it's over anyways. They're confident they got another Swarm Lord up. GG. These Ravenous have been a pain in the arse for the blue team. They got another decap here. GG indeed. It was a hell of a game. Hell of a game. How is this Land Raider still alive? Well, it is. And there it is. Blue team threw everything at it. Awesome stuff. Level 6 Chaos Lord. Level 9 Farseer. Level 7 Warlock. I feel like maybe the Warlock could have been a bit more influential in the fights. Didn't see a lot of ethereal slash goodness going on. You know, you got to time that thing. Get yourself into position to use it well. Level 9 Tech Marine, level 10 Xeno, and a level 9 Reyes the Hive Tyrant. It might have just been that I missed all of the cool stuff we did, I guess. Awesome. Had a level 4 Venerable Dreadnought too. I'm very happy. What level was the Carnifex? 4, of course. 2196. Tanks, level 4 and level 2. Awesome stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.